Hey traders, TG Watkins here, and I wanted to let you know that we have a free webinar coming up on Thursday that I'm going to be putting out there. You guys can tune in live. We're going to have a Q&A session too. We're going to go into some live charts. If you have any questions, be sure to bring them when you come check this out. But you go over to profitpilot.com and that's where you can find out more information. Just click on services. You come down here and here's the link for the free webinar. So now let's get into it on a couple things. The webinar is going to be a market update. We're going to try and basically assess where we are with this market since so much stuff has been going on. I do have a lot of things I want to say about the SPY and the NASDAQ, and then some tickers that help confirm all that. We'll talk about that. And then as far as some of the bigger pictures we've been seeing, we know that there was a flight to safety. We know inflation. We know the Fed is raising interest rates. We know that there's a lot of crazy, crazy stuff going on out there. But there is some stuff that we can actually continue to work with. Gold, the only thing so far right here, clearly that thing was overbought. I mean, it was a double top. It was extended. It was outside all the moving averages and 30 ATRs and all that kind of stuff. And now it's come back. So is this going to be viable? That's one of the things we're going to be talking about in the presentation. But what I can show you for right now is that this move right there was an inverse trampoline move. What that told me is not necessarily go short, but it meant that it was not ready to go long. That was not the long. Therefore, I didn't get suckered into something like that. And what an inverse trampoline move is when price is over the 50, but the Moxie indicator is below 0. So that kept me out of that trade. And along with that, if we look at GDX, we can look at that as kind of a confluence. We could see that there, right here, same thing, price over the 50, the Moxie indicator below 0. And you could see that there was a pretty sizable move down right there. But, this right here, starting to look a little bit interesting. How about UNG, which is natural gas? And this is also looking pretty interesting. I had actually been telling my subscribers as we had been watching this, I said, you know what? This is holding up at the weekly 200, and it's been there for a little bit. I bet you it's gonna stay underneath there, building some strength before it can break out. And I had said it look for a little bit of a pullback into support before it moves up. You can see right there, there was a pullback. You can see right there on the daily chart. On the hourly chart, bit of a double bottom in through that area, and then pop, there it goes. And you can see now price is over the weekly 200. That looks like it's now past resistance for me. And I would be looking at natural gas as starting pretty much a new bull run on something like this. Now, the other thing we're going to be talking about, we've been seeing a lot of stocks starting to come up off the bottom. We're seeing stuff finally turning around a little bit, and I think that we could be looking at some strength. Now, obviously, you guys are probably like, well, yeah, duh. I mean, look at what the market's been doing. Sure. But again, the things I'm going to be talking about in the webinar on Thursday is that, we need to see some down before we see some up if that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to lay that out so we have an idea of what we're looking for, how we can trade it, what kind of actions we're going to be taking. So yeah, tune in and enjoy this newsletter. We're going to probably start including some more videos in the newsletters. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys later.